the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now a give right side. Wilkins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Now not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Titans' 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Lions. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hawkins. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Lions. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Off the play fake. Lions. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Lions. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Lions. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run on first down. It's Wilkins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 7.
Now a give right side. It's Hawkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 1st and 10, Lions. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
2nd down and 3.
Off play action, Lions. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Lions. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Lions. Steps away to his left. On the scramble, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Dalvin Cook.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Lions over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Keon Cross in there on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. Tannehill. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cook, a nice little juke. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. He's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Tannehill to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
How you like me now?
And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal